Alright, let me... Do-do-do-do. Okay. Who we beat? Yeah, how's your stream, Takeshi? I didn't see what you were playing. I'm so sorry. What were you doing? Just walk. Okay. But I hope your stream went well, Takeshi. Hope you had some
Hi,
fun.
Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Oh. June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. Here, I'm gonna change, I was like, I'll change my, like, title and stuff, but I'll leave it for now. Oh! Caitlin Greenbrier, Portland. Okay, that's assuming a bit high. Turn it down, just a little. Yeah, that's a little better. Ooh, shift is zoom. Oh. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find where I am. I don't want anyone, Mom and Dad, to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's locked. Okay, let me turn the sensitivity down just a little bit more. So what do I do? Oh. Grab Christmas stuff. I don't have a Christmas stuff. Grab cup. Press right now, so I'm gonna shift to examine object. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud. It might be a bit too loud. Oh my gosh. Every time I think the mouse sensitivity is fine, it's definitely not. Man, you guys probably can't see anything. Okay, let me see. Can I up the brightness? There we go, so you guys can see it a little bit better. Oh, turn lamp on. Good old Christmas duck. $5.99. Oh, take asking. Press 1 or I to check the contents. Ooh, it's my passport. I got it on my Europe trip. Okay. This is my boarding pass back from my year in Europe. I've been away for a year, I see. Interesting. Spare key that was hidden under old Christmas duck. Map, okay. And journals. I see, I see. I see, I see, I see. Unlock door. Okay. Open folder, read invoice. Wellspring movers. $2,750. Golly.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Oh. Author Magazine, Stephen King. Okay. Grab box. Oh, band-aids. Okay. Okay, the mouse sensitivity is still too high. Okay, this is a little bit better. Oh, I keep forgetting. I keep trying to sprint to run, and I forget that it's zoom. Tissue box. Directions to work from the house. Left on grab tree, right on bullhorn. Okay. Darn, it smells something weird about it. Well, that's not creepy at all. Oh, you know, I didn't... Trying to run again. I didn't see when this was. August 1st of 94. And let's see, it's... It's June of 95. Okay. Grocery service, Janice Greenbrier. Okay, so mom is a conservationist. Nope. Novel traveling game. Yes, it smells weird. I don't know. It's just like a weird smell that I never like smelled before. It's just one of those things that it's like, that might be concerning, but I don't really know. you know? Regional track and field finals, long jump, first place. Bob off. What's this one? First place again. For the meter relay. 100-meter relay. Okay. Dear Jan? It's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? We were miserable, fantasizing about our dream homes. I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split loved. I'm not sure. We've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Kitty left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi, Carol. Okay. So, like, one of the mother's friends. Can I grab one of these? Okay, so that's also locked, and the sensitivity is still too bloody high. Why are there so many phone books? I can't seem to add it to the timetable. Katie's departure. Huh. So I kept, like, information about my departure. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. Wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Lol.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Mm. 911. Oh, Jan. Okay, Sam, Katie, Jan, and Terry. Okay. S2 or M? Which one is y'all? For those postcards I sent? Okay. Oops. that would be October. There you go. I always have to count. It's August. That'd be August. Sorry. August 2nd, 94. Plus, I do my dates the other way, so I do it day, month, then year. That's how I write my dates. Because it makes more sense to me. So, sometimes I get confused. I'm like, what are you saying? I mean, it could be the other way. So it could be like the 8th of February. But more than likely, it's August 2nd. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm trying. And wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Yes, this is after they moved. Ugh. Sensitivity. Ugh. Welcome, new student. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of class so that you can get right into the swing of things. Typical stuff. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, that's a lot of commas. I mean, I love commas, but that's a lot of commas.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Oof, that's rough. Can I close it while I'm in it? I cannot. Because my instinct is like check behind the door as well, you know? Absolutely fine here. Okay. Wait. What is this? A false bottom? Terrence Greenbrier to the dad. Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I've had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hill. I'll understand if you fail you accept this invitation. Yours very sincerely, Orson Mason, or something like that. And it's all ripped up and then taped back together. Interesting. You can do better. Paradox results. Oh, so he was a writer? Back to basics. Oh, so he was a writer who was struggling to come up with ideas. Examine paper. Pioneer CLD commission. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to the craft. you happen to be in the market for a combination LD/CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular. How interesting that he put the letter under a false bottom. Killing of JFK, a theory. Benjamin Oliver. Brilliant theory, I couldn't put this book down. Important new book. I can't really read the top one because it's like too big. Oh, I don't know the combination. 7 form. Electrical inspection form. Name of insured applicant Terrence Greenbrier. Electrical system. Does the entire electrical system meet local codes? Yes. Are there any deficiencies which need correcting? Unclear. If yes, describe in detail. Wiring in-house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. Harold Price Jr. September 4th. Okay, is there anything Irish whiskey? Wait. Government warning, according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink consumption of alcohol, which is right. Triple distilled. Okay, so maybe he was hiding a drinking habit? The dad? Or stress or something? Accidental pariah. Message from our future, but saved the president's life once. But within the next 24 hours, there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. Okay, so the second book. Gosh, Dad. Oh no. So he was hiding this? That's not good. There's a burden. Interesting. Okay, so definitely want to get into that city. Stranger under my roof. Okay, I don't know if we really need to read this one. Okay, so they were struggling. Yeah, we gotta put it together. So as soon as they were struggling to figure out what to do with Sam. And the father may have a drinking problem and perhaps an addiction or is having an affair perhaps. Oh. November 1st, 1994. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews that have been submitted in the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non-sequiturs from the usual copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality of and value of the hardware, not ruminations about your childhood. were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time. I don't like that sound. And he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking you for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everyone will be happy. Brent Kurtwood. And we have numbers 0451. So that is probably to the safe. Also, that is a thick door. Dear Mr. Mason, or Mason, that's probably the last name that we saw in the letter. Please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Will and Testament. I, Oscar Masson, possessing full competence of mind and memory, Oscar Masson, so that's the name, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. 1. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, that I am unmarried and have no children. 2. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name, to any creditors living or dead. 3. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts to my nephew Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. of Ellis County. Okay. In the event that Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. should predecease me, then, and in such event, the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August, 1973. Will and Testament, and that's the same thing, just written inside instead of typed. Okay. Hey, are you the new girl Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wait to get this right back. Hi Tommy, yes I'm Samantha, and yes I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either. And so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Bro! That's so rude. I don't like those guys.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high...
That's not good. Holy crap. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, making friends. Sam thought this might help, Dad. Ooh. Dog, that's a bad move. Feeling lonely, it's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy. Ooh, dog.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Dark Crystal! Good movie! X-Files Season 1. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to, like, the front of the start of the room here. And take a look. Alright. Next thing I'll save here. Okay. Terry, hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You're saying in your cast letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature. And writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor, and tell him your old college... something? Chum. Your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. Do it! Okay. So that led to his job that he's been struggling with, the Andromeda strain. Airplane maker. Beetlejuice, RoboCop, Blade Runner. Man, so they just record everything. I mean, good for them. Pizza box. No pizza. No pizza for me. Ratmobile. So is this the girl who wears punk? Is this her music? We have a matchbook. Where's the lampshade tilted? Okay. Hi Terry, enclosed please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to give us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the CLDD 502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs as well as Laserdisc, and they want us to definitely hit the signal-to-noise ratio and tossing stuff for high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit, Dave. If I send out an address. Okay. Let's check this out. Dr. Jitters! Hauntings and poltergeists. Okay. The Heaven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story of the Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Legro looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was a black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." Black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" That's so funny. The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see your father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. It's cute. I can close. Does that mean I have to hide? I don't want to hide. Seems like it would not go well for me. Okay. Thinking of boats. Bunch of coupons. It's where I'm back with the culture. Okay. Are these records? Yeah. The Dave Brubeck Quartet. Reproductive system worksheet. Okay. Menstrual cycle of novella. Oh boy. The early morning of September. Oh, this was by Samantha, of course. The early morning of September 1st, 1939, I presume. Essa Glatz stares at the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Valen in Poland. As the train rumbles, I don't know if that's how you say it. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. As this train approaches its destination, her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As it steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris. Still in his beggar smock, he must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows, coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. Sweet mercy. The rest, including Essa and for a time Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged by torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting his sperm. It dissolves. But 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the line of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It's incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. Ooh, yeah, I was about to say, teacher's not gonna like that. That is not... I doubt that's what you were supposed to be writing. But 10 points for the creativity. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. Supposed to be a little mini bar. Second book. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish a follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Survivor, we went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher. We wish you and John Russell the best in the future endeavors. Donald Cripps. And there's that whiskey bottle from before in his study.
I left my trunk in town.
Ooh. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she's welcome back to our house for our house to visit any time. Sincerely, Mary Sheets.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Okay. I know I'm leaving doors open, and normally I wouldn't, but it helps me kind of mark what I've seen, like where I've been. Bones die. Can you please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing? Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. L. In the drawing.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Okay. So it seems like she is making friends. That's good. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad the attic. If I see a person down one of these hallways, I am going to lose my mind. Okay, so I checked everything down here, and things are locked, so upstairs we go, even though I really don't want to go upstairs right now. Here's the clipping. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of the next week as part of a Forestry Service-run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Excuse me. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on the speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area for the following weekend. Okay. And what was, like, the date on that, actually? October 1st, 1994. Okay. Monday. Couples bowling, Wednesday cooking class. Take apron Friday ballroom dancing. Spelling scratched off. Cooking class. The big meal. The Jerry and Sam. Interesting. Assignment 4. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personal state forestry service. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, effective 9/2/94, which would be September 2nd. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer of Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based on performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer, Bruce Pendleton. That will be for Sam. Love things style. I'm gonna like this one. Okay, so that was the cassette.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
I'm glad she's making friends, and I hope like it goes well, you know? To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old, and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only three years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Hey! This place is dark! Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. It's kind of cool that she has like a corkboard outside her room though. Kind of cool. Batmobile to Shmoo. Wait, do you think I could take that and... oh. Can I take it and put it in the cassette player downstairs? Yeah, I'm leaving the lights on because I'm trying to figure out where everyone is. Also, I'm scared there's just gonna be a person. Let's see. Okay, I wish I could take it with me. bring these tubes with me, I'd feel a lot less, like, unnerved. Okay. I can hear that very clearly for a lot longer than I should have been able to. I think. Yeah, I'm just like worried there's gonna be someone, and I'm like, I'd rather have the lights on. It's like, that's creepy. Adventures the cat returns. This suddenly moves. Oh, I see. Nice. Scrutinize. I don't know. Stare. Crystal. Man, Stan had this in like the 4th grade. What's this? Holy Bible. Not your number. Oh, it's like the dating games. I understand. Oh. King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Oh, Captain Allegra from the book, the little story she wrote in 2nd grade. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moss that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, the moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arm stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotting robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you—" But the first mate interrupted. "No, I'm smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. "All traced by this invincible thread, of course." Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." First mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. First mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no. No, the singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line, to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply. Its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. That's good. That's good, Sam. Pop off. I would like to read more of that, please. That was excellent, Sam. Fantastic. I don't know the combination. I was just trying to peek at this. Okay. Grab Steggy. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. Oh. Just got stars in our ceiling. I've been wanting to put stars on my ceiling. Because I have some glow-in-the-dark stars, but I can't reach the ceiling on my own. Figure it out. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Okay. Reed College, one of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts and sciences institutes. Which track we offered? Okay, I won't read the whole thing because it's a lot that I don't think pertains to anything really. And Oliver Twist, Tom Sawyer, Ben-Hur, Jungle Books, Selected Stories and Poems by Edgar Allan Poe, Virginian, Treasure Island, Call of the Wild, Master of Ballantrae, War of the Worlds, Scarlet Pimpernel, Metamorphosis, and Frankenstein. She gets 2 doors? Wild, but okay. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? Came out last week and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a... I don't know if I could say that, needle. So that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. Haha, alright, see you then. The relationship seems pretty good so far. Bathroom. Lonnie rules. Interesting. It's kind of cool that, like, she kind of has her own bathroom. And her door kind of looks... Okay. Red right hand, semi-permanent hair color. Okay, because I was like, I don't like that color, but
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
She really likes Lonnie. It kind of sounds like Lonnie really likes her. Okay, low-key, taking a bath and having a window like this right here would be so cool because no one is really gonna be able to look in on that. But you could just like sit, like hang out in the bath, like have like a nice little spa kind of time and look up at the stars or whatever. It'd be really nice. I guess this one's broken. But it sounds like they like each other. Okay, someone's clearly gone through the cars. It's a lot of clothes. Do normal people have this many clothes? Or oh, this is like her parents' room, and that's you know. Why is it so? Sure, there's one down here. Your mom and dad and Sam. I'm in the channel. This is my second passage through the channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If y'all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. There's no date for this one. 911. Sense of Lambs, Bridge on the River, something. Inside Edition, Sound of Music, Gone with the Wind, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Fugitive, all the Presidents and that. Why are their drawers in such disarray? Also, who has this many clothes? Is it normal to have so many clothes? Mitten. Mitten, one cat. Our cat, Caitlin, age 5. So I drew this. It's important to check hampers when people are missing. Read letter. Dear Jen, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. We get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Tara will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new... I don't know. They said, that's what I want to hear. Ranger Rick, you have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend. To your old friend Carol. She adores them. Love Carol. So we're going through a rough patch. What's this? Music grass. Certainly not. They have more clothes in here. Watercolor technique, florals, and still life. I'm scared I'm gonna find something horrible. I really like how we're kind of piecing together what's been happening while Sam has been gone, or not Sam, sorry, Katie has been gone. Then like there's marriage troubles, Sam is struggling to fit in, and to feel understood and listened to by her parents. She's met this girl that she's made friends with. She probably has a crush on her. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer. You came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Sam. That's not great. This is such a cool room! These windows! Oh my gosh, this would be a perfect reading nook, sorry. Hey Sam, you're asking what my JROTC ribbons meant. This is a handy guide. Orienteering. This means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The Army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training. I am a burn adventurous, and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. So if you didn't think it was cool before, now you do. Lucky. Maybe out in here as well. That's a little ominous, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is where the mom was working on her paintings. Well, since their lives, them informed from its valuation. It's M3 on all things. Supervisor comments. Ranger Pattermack has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation. Oh, this is for somebody. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Janice Greenbrier. There's a tape player up here. Halloween show, the Misfits, they're awesome. Don't forget costume, Sipping Lounge, there. Nope.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Tell that you like her. Okay. Hands to Betsy, nothing can stop me. Okay, let's put this in. The style of vocals isn't my thing, but it's not bad. Interesting room there. That's meant to spooky. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and there was something in the corner and I found a secret passage. And it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my gosh, I have to see this. We're skipping 6. Oh, there's a secret path in the closet. Oh, it's been marked on the map. Miss Betsy calculated. For Sam. don't look here. I mean, Sam, she's making mixtapes for you. Just saying. Woo. I don't know if that's how they work, but sure. Oh. She's reading Buddhist novels. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Okay, she mentioned something about the attic, so we'll definitely have to go up there. But first... I wonder if this is why the door was open and the light was on. Open panel. Oh, sweet mercy. I don't like this. Ghost Hunters. Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found 3. Library upstairs, hall, foyer. Evidence of supernatural discovered of 0. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You cannot be doing that to me. I don't have a flashlight. I don't know why I'm feeling so, like, freaked out. Maybe it's because of, like, the silence? Oh my gosh. Fine. Hello. Should I grab the crucifix? Should I bring it with me? Just in case. You never know. Okay, so there's a secret panel over here. Misfits.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Oh my goodness. Excellent. Okay, so over here and then just saying, if we find some like in the chair or something, I will lose my mind. Private, do not read. I'm gonna read it. Leper and her scouting party peering down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. Oh, it's interesting that, like, in the one we read before, the first mate was a lady, and now it's a he. So it seems like, I don't know, maybe she's shifting her writing as she's coming to like Lonnie, that she's like, no, this is a she now. But like, she's coming to learn more about herself, and her writing is reflecting that. We have to hurry. Yes, his life hung in the balance. We have to hurry. Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as it breezed through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. Too late should be 2 O's. First mate screamed as he fell toward the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She'd been a moment too late. But then from the vat, something began to emerge. Oh! I see. Sorry, my eyes skipped ahead. Just like the first mate's. From the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. As the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, and hands and body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She's ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Half a cent's locker combo. Okay. I haven't checked the one upstairs. Let's head back up. And yes, we'll go through the creepy passageway. No, that's it. Oh, down this hallway. I understand. That took me a hot second. There it is. Uh-oh. Messing with Ouija boards? That's not good. Sam's Locker. Combination. Hello, who are you, Oscar? What do you want to come back? Oh no! No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, to open, turn right 3 times. Or, turn right 3 times, stop at first number, which is 0. Turn left 1 number, full turn, passing first, turn right, the top at second number, pull shackle, and stop at third number. Oh, 51. Oh my gosh. Oh, luckily I just have to do this. Gosh, Sam. Listen, she's finding out that she's into women. And smoking. Lonnie is the key.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Yes! Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Those clothes still have the... Oh, she's stealing. Because those clothes still have the tags on them. No, I have the basement key. I don't want to go down to the basement. Ah. But see, that Ouija board could entirely be like them messing around and it doesn't mean anything, or it could mean everything. You know what I mean? And right, it's so creepy. I don't like it. And I opened the 3 secret bits, so I found their like record of the Ouija board that said that like Oscar wanted to come back, and I'm not pleased. I am not pleased. Oh, there's the crucifix. 2 basement rooms. I don't want to go down to the basement, Ivy. I really, really don't. I'm gonna do it, but I don't want to. Oh, golly. Oh, golly. And it doesn't help that, like, the rain has now stopped. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. Okay. I swear, if any of these lights go out, I'm gone. I'm done. Also, why is the sensitivity so high? Read note. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me over to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long. It is pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. A fancy man. Quite. Dear Mr. Soto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the 2 events. My goodness, I'm sorry. I must say, I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who was a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again, same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha Greenbriar, Esquire. They're so cute!
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
They're saying the words. He's a renovation. Probably. Well, they were talking. There was a letter towards the beginning that was talking about how they probably should work on the electrical. The electrical is so built into the structure that trying to do so would damage the structure. So, a little complicated, I think. Oh, there's another room. Sweet Living Mercy. Person something. Well-mailed sex ed assignments. Oh. Oh, so this is like the same worksheet. See if starts to develop while the ovum is developing. The line uterus getting to get soft. It releases the ovum. Travels through the fallopian tube. The egg does not mean sperm. It dissolves about 2 weeks later, so the line uterus is not needed for pregnancy. If we don't have another album starts developing my ovaries and the process of being the gang. It's very similar, like it has a lot of the same very basic structures, but Sam's had like a whole story going through it. It was much more interesting. Interesting. I think I had one of those from my oldest of my 2 dead names. It was like, you know, this is for this, this is for that. These letters that are part of your name mean something. Reed College, Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75%. Heck yeah. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Nice! Good job,
I'm
Sam.
so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Oh no, Sam. Sam, no. What's this name? Is this one of Granddad's books? Joyce and Jane Understanding. Okay, so it's just a line of riflers. I really don't like that. Richard Greenbrier. Why is the face cut out? I really don't like that. That is uncomfortable. Granddad's book. Something stuck to it? Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is an externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears, and in this respect I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime stores, science fictional deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their lives' milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that reflects their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on your surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. Your father's love and encouragement. Oh, brother. Don't we love when a parent's encouragement isn't really encouragement? Or it doesn't feel like it, you know? When it's like, you can do better, and it's like, and they don't just celebrate that it's happened. 14 karat gold. Ooh. Ooh. And this whole family's got problems. I guess I'll go in here first. Newspapers. What a fire hazard. We're not doing that yet. Grab postcard. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon. But it's cold and rainy as crap in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh crap, here you come, Elle. Oh, they're cute.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl."
Yeah.
But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Did she run away to be with Lonnie? Sounds pharmacy. Okay. What is this? I think that was an old hat box, I think. We're gonna go down that creepy path in a second. Interesting. Miranda de Soto. Listen on the Greenbrier. Dear Sam, I am so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think. Probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra, the first mate lost on a mysterious island, where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. Lying here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried. Lonnie! Okay. Yeah, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. I'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. ... Pay more. Okay. Very interesting that it's found in this space that two people could be alone. Very interesting. Girl Scout man formerly known as Girl Scout set list.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit. And he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, "I can sing." And they were all kind of like, "You can?" And she was like, "Probably." But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh gosh. Oh, it doesn't work. I don't want to be too deep in that room. Terry. Your dad. Okay, time to go. Time to go in the secret passage. If this light goes out, I'm losing it. Oh shoot, I thought that thing was a person. You cannot do this to me, game. This is illegal. Hello. What's this? Ratmobile. Custom skeletons and devils. There's Psycho House Girl. The cool stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number 1. Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral vision. That's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. I don't know. This is her writing. This was her writing the scripts for the tapes that she made. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative, and that was well written. But it's not changed my mind on this matter. While I understand that Mrs. Soto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. Esther complained that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident. Fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention to yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Dog.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
I mean, you're being really mature about it. It's like, when you're a teenager, you're trying to figure yourself out. You definitely don't always know much about yourself. Captain Allegra, Revolution Girl. This one's for you, Ruffman. And that says, Girl Justice Now. Had enough. The Great Good Fellow Riot of 95. Freaking against the patriarchy. Oh, there's okay. Heard enough, had enough, ready to join the revolution and take a stand against Grossman and the patriarchy? Maybe some more cool zines, maybe even a mixtape. Send us your misses from the Girl Riot Underground. Pop off. Grab chips. I'm gonna. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I sneezed. What is this? I don't know. In Espanol. Offer of promotion. Bruce Pendleton. Deerhead Conservationist Greenbrier. Future exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year, and the services needed for experienced personnel to direct regional operations. We would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position on site at Flintlock National Forest. Your new posting would be at Regional Management Building located at blah blah blah, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Do not be tip-tapping. Call Daniel back. Daniel says he's coming over to get his game back. Let me see this. Inside Edition. Investigative team visits camps whose specialist helps adolescents overcome.
Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. not exactly super open-minded about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? You know Dad's joke about the nunnery that he'd tell whenever he brought boys around the old house? I wonder where he'd want to send me.
Oh no. Alright, open the folder, thank you. Hey Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away. And then when she is home, she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of her cool freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. Oh man. What's this? Ooh. Okay. Let's go. Oh, wait, let me double check the rate. Okay. Let's go this way. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love you. Merry Christmas. Let me see. Yes, treasure it always. Oh, this is the dining room. Why does she have so many purses? Hi Jen, I got you tickets for Earth, Wind, and Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again, so that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Rich. That ain't her husband. Is that a bad? There's no problems with people having friends. I'm just curious. Because everything that we see means something, so it just makes me curious as to why we're seeing that, you know? Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand what you were going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again, Dad. Oh no. Should be inappropriate materials. Oh no.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Oh no. That was one of the postcards I sent. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull. Probably. Lucky. God, no butts in heaven. No, they found out about her and Lonnie. So then, did Sam run away both to be with Lonnie and to not be sent to, like, a camp? We have a greenhouse? There's typewriter in there. Can I go out there? Accidental warrior. Don't give up on this one. Okay, hang on, let me just I'm just trying to, like, fully understand how this all works. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is the locked door. As I thought it might be. Guarding yourself above, bless his house with lots of. Okay. No, not this way, sorry. The sensitivity is so high that I will accidentally turn myself around and not mean to, and try to turn myself around again, but still be stuck. Okay, so here's the kitchen. Probably a tape in here. Invitation. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret. Okay. Sunday the 4th of June. Working at Crown Burger. Okay. There's so much interactable stuff. There's not much in this fridge. You know, I might need this ice cream after everything I'm reading. I'm gonna be so honest. Need it. Interesting. Wait, why is the kitchen in such disarray? So a lot of pizza boxes. They're just still out. Okay, it's not enough for me to read. Dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbrier, having received a formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director in the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks of Flintlock National Forest and very much look forward to welcoming you at your new desk. Blah, 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 blah. She accepted. That's cool. Okay, so I've got food. That's good. It comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. Okay, so I came home. the 6th. June. Oh, so they're on their anniversary trip, which is why the parents aren't here. Because they're coming back on Thursday. But Sam is missing. So Sam was here doing her thing. The parents are on an anniversary trip, including this guy's wedding. And so that's why they missed the call, and that's why they're not here. Okay. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Well, it feels like a miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. Had to go open the front door. Let's see. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. Sorry, I was like wanting to get back. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophile type of out-there mass marketing, shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snake Man, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller and Emil Greiger's off-band Venusian Flush Traders. But ever since we discovered the tattered copies of your accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into the 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the swinging heroes that the modern suburban America wants, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work, since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new forward for the books, to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension for a limited run, and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. I want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you, and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off. British Kazhnishki Publisher. Sam. Your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd through 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we'll give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation, that explains it. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good. Ah, that explains that. I see. Okay.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Oh no. No. What does it say? I sent this one from Barcelona. Hi Mom, Dad, and Sam. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. I think that's Gaudi. It's from a strange alien world. I'm headed for my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I'll look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Love, Katie. Oh, it counts. Couples counseling. It's not a vacation, it's a counseling thing. Oh no. Accidental human. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. Cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but the survived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terrence. Apricot Bee. It's been almost 20 years. Okay. We're gonna do it. June 5th, final preparations are complete. Secret door.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
So, can I live in this house? You know, just not so dark and creepy and silent. Other than that, I'd love to live in this house. Who's with me? Who wants to get this house with me? Actually, this would be a cool house for the besties. Actually. That's literally what I just said. Winning. Listen, I'm just saying, like, murder mystery nights or, like, D&D nights would be insane with these secret panels, you know what I'm saying? Oh, interesting. Possession and exorcism. Oh, lovely. Good name tag. Oh. Okay. That's the attic.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Uh-oh. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Gotta go up. Okay. Yeah, because it's a down the hall from here. Also, am I walking slower than before? No. It's just the stairs. Can I jump or something? Oh, open attic. Hello? Sam? So I always remember what we had. Oh, and there's tears all over it.
Oh my god. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie. on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Oh. Oh. It's so cute. Let's go to a paper one. Letters to Katie.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
Oh. That was really good. I really liked that. Thank you for telling me to play this, Ivy. I'm glad I remembered. This was really good. Oh. That was really good. I really liked it. Just a very human little story. That makes you think you're gonna get something else, but yeah, because I could think there was gonna be ghosts or something, but it's just got a girl discovering who she is and taking her life by the reins. Yeah, you're not crazy. Like, I 100% thought there was gonna be a ghost or a murderer or something. For a second, I thought, like, it was gonna take a really bad turn and we were gonna find Sam in the attic. You know what I mean? Because she was like, "I'm so tired, I just want to sleep." And I'm like, Sam? I'm like, please? Can we not do that? So I'm glad that I had a happy ending, because I was not sure for a second. Yeah, seriously, I was so scared. I was like, girl, you better be alive when I get up there, or I'm gonna lose it. And of course, they don't explain why the parents are gone for so long into the game. So it's like, why are the parents not here? Which like adds to the creep factor, because you don't know why they're not there. And then it's like, oh, they're on a trip. And then you find out, oh no, they're on a trip for couples counseling because their marriage is going down the drain. Yeah! Sam and Lonnie! Sam and Lonnie forever! Let's go! I mean, I really liked it for what it was. And I liked that it did kind of lead you down strange paths where you don't really know what's gonna happen. But it was like, oh, and that just leads to that. Sorry, I was like, I was like, why is there a resume?
Katie, I'm
How
so
do
sorry
I skip this?
that I can't be there to see you in person,
Hang on.
that I can't tell you
Wait.
this myself.
There we go. I fixed it. Wow, that was really good. Also, this is really pretty. Well, it's really good. And this is a good ending point for the day, because we've gone on a little bit long today, longer than usual. But that was a good game. I really liked it. I'm glad that I played it. For sure. That's really nice. Alright. Remember that you are all loved and appreciated, and remember especially that you all deserve happiness in whatever form that comes in for you, regardless of what anyone says. And you deserve to be around people who love you. That's a lesson for today. So yeah, so thank you for sticking around and hanging out with me. I know it was a little bit weird as we played like 3 different games today. But I hope it was fun anyway. Let's see. We can rate. Taking a look. Trying to find someone to raid right now. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. We're going to raid a new person today. So show them some support and be nice. Not that you guys are mean, but you know. So yeah, remember you're all loved and appreciated. Drink some water, and we'll see you next time. Oh, also, as a note, Wednesday streams might be adjusted a little bit. We might start a little bit earlier and end a little bit earlier, or something like that. I haven't fully figured it out yet. But yeah, just a heads up that it might adjust, and I'll update my schedule when we reach that point. All right. Goodbye. Ah. Ah. See you guys next time.